because we're about to start this interview.
Yep.
Alrighty, are we all ready to go?
Yep.
It looks like you're wearing a pink t-shirt. Because look, I'm wearing pink.
Hey, double pink. All right, I'm just going to get us recording just so we're all good to go. Excellent.
Oh, hi.
We'll just wait for the audio to connect. Well, howdy there.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
How's it
How are
going?
ya?
Hello.
How are you, Susanna?
I'm good.
All right,
Good.
now we'll just get ourselves ready, and then we might just jump straight into. We'll introduce the show, and then we'll introduce you, and then we'll get into it.
Cool.
Excellent. All right, Dougie, do you want to introduce the show?
This is Radio TUTTI.
This is Radio
Excellent.
TUTTI morning show.
Well, this is more the discussion show, isn't it?
Discussion show. Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm still calling it my show.
And who we got presenting today?
This
This
is
is
Susanna Reed.
Susanna, sweetie.
Susanna Reed.
Susanna Sweeney, creative producer of the Dream Big Festival. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
That's
Excellent.
all right.
Now we'll just quickly go over who's presenting today. So my name's Matt. Who's my co-presenters today?
I'm Jay.
Dougie.
Everyone went at once. All right, Emmy, you go first. Emmy, and then
I'm Jay. I'm the one who invite you.
And Dougie.
excellent. And we don't have Megan today, but I will be asking a couple of questions for Megan that she left with us.
On
Excellent.
behalf of Megan.
How you going, Susanna?
I'm good. Do you mind if I drink from my Dream Big cup while
Yeah, I think, wow.
Looks so cool.
All right.
To buy one.
Oh,
One of my best
All right,
friends.
Matt, should we get into questions?
I think that's a great idea, Dougie. Dougie, do you have a question to get us started?
What was it?
So you were going to ask a question about this year's Dream Big Festival?
Yeah, how, Susanna, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How close were you not to have the Dream Big Festival this year, and what were you looking forward to because of COVID?
Dougie, actually, because it's a biennial festival, so it happens every 2 years, I was very confident it would happen. So I never considered not going ahead, and I planned all during 2020. However, I am very nervous if things happen with COVID that it might still get cancelled.
Oh, God.
Never
Well, we
online
saw-
instead.
And you're fully aware that TUTTI Choir is involved in that this year as well.
Oh, Dougie, I'm very aware, and we were very excited when the TUTTI Choir was able to sing, because it's a giant sing-along. We had the permission from SA Health that the audience can sing with the TUTTI Choir, which is great.
Oh,
We want to-
fantastic.
That's why we're not going to take holiday.
That's right. You better be there.
According to Carol. According to what she said.
If they get cancelled, you can have it online instead.
Sorry,
If the
what was?
if the Dream Big get cancelled in real life, you can have it on Zoom or something instead.
Yeah, maybe some of it. There is stuff. Some of it is online. And I don't know about the choir though. That could be hard. Hey.
Well, TUTTI
Oh,
have
we
their-
Yeah. Not
We have a
sure
lot
about
of
that
experience.
right now.
Well, TUTTI have their
Over
choir
COVID,
before.
we had to do a lot of our choir work over Zoom, and Doug,
Yeah.
you'd be able to say that was a bit tough trying to do choir stuff over Zoom, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were waiting until, okay, when are we allowed to go back to face to face? It wasn't for a while, for a few months, Matt, was it?
Yeah.
Well, good on you for doing it.
Wasn't for a while.
My shot now?
Yeah. All right. Well, let's power on with a few more questions. So,
Yep.
Imogen, did you want to ask a question?
Okay.
Imogen, we need to declare a conflict of interest a bit, don't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah,
No
well,
flipping
you
idea.
guys know each other, don't you?
Yes.
How do you guys know each other?
Because I know her daughter.
Ah,
Do you have a daughter? Do you have a daughter? Do you?
I have a daughter, and she's one of Emmy's best friends.
aw,
How
We've
old?
known each other, Doug. We've known each other since we were little kids.
cool.
How old is your daughter now?
Same as Emmy.
Wow.
18.
18.
Wow.
Cool.
Is she in school yet?
No,
She
goes,
was actually, but she just graduated, so.
She's finished as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Same as me.
Ah, that's a little, small
Was
world.
it,
Small
was
world.
it a Capra or where?
No, my daughter went to Mitcham Burls High.
It's
Ah,
nice.
Mitcham.
Right.
Very nice. All right, Emmy, did you want to ask your question?
Yep. So to be quiet, Doug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Is the Dream Big Festival funded for grants?
Yes, it gets funding from Arts South Australia, so it's mainly funded by the government. It gets some money from the Department of Education, but the Department of Education also do a big teaching and learning resource that goes with it. And then there's sponsorship, and it's run out of the Adelaide Festival Centre. So the Adelaide Festival Centre is the sort of backbone of the festival.
Yeah, cool.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Nice.
Great question. Thank you for that, Emmy. All right. I think, James, did you want to ask a question?
My first one, how long did it take to organize the Dream Big Festival?
It takes about, the festival is every 2 years, probably takes
Yeah.
about 18 months of organising a festival, and then 6 months to make sure it gets delivered. So yeah,
Wow.
it's a long process. It's a long, slow
It's a
process.
big grant to when you first started back in the city years,
Yes,
city years.
it's a big, I'm coming up to my 4th festival, but
Mm.
I used to work on it
Wow.
when it was Come Out. Before it became Dream Big, it was the Come Out Festival.
Come on,
That's
festival.
right.
Did you like Come Out better or Dream Big better?
We changed the name to Dream Big. We ran a big competition, and
Right.
a 8-year-old girl
Yep.
came up with the name, and because it was time for a change, because Come Out was created in 1974.
Wow.
So the festival turns 50
Wow.
Wow.
in 2023.
Wow.
2023.
Oh, is that going to be a big Dream Big Festival in 2023?
If you all write letters and say you want it to be, that could help.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we
No.
will. Yeah.
Excellent.
Not for a
Hopefully.
few years yet, Matt.
Yeah, that's right.
Excellent. Thanks for that one, James. All right, Dougie, did you have another question?
What was it? Matt, just remind me.
So you've asked your COVID question. So you had a question about maybe what was going to happen at this.
Oh yeah, what's going to happen at the Dream Big Festival this year?
Well, there's a lot of events. There's about 40 different events,
Wow.
but it
40,
adds up.
wow.
But it adds up to a lot of different shows within each event, and a lot of it happens at the Adelaide Festival Centre. But there's
Yeah.
also activity at the library and the museum and the Botanic Gardens and the Queen's Theatre and AC
Goodness.
Arts. So we have lots of other venues that aren't at the Adelaide Festival Centre, and there's lots of shows and lots of free workshops and different activities.
Wow.
Cool. Is there anything that you're really in particular excited about?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm excited about all of it, but one of my favourite shows that we're doing, and it's the first time it's been done in Australia, is
Yeah.
Restless Dance Company, and you would know a lot of the people in
Oh yes.
Restless
Oh
Dance.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thumbs up to Restless Dance. They're doing a show called Listen to See, and it's a free event where the dancer will wear a set of earphones, and then Dougie, for example, they would put the other earphones on you and they would perform a dance for you.
Yeah, because I looked it up a few weeks ago, Matt, and that's exactly what Susanna's talking about. I looked it up on the Dream Big thing the other day,
Yeah, cool.
and I thought, oh, Restless is in it. Restless is in it. Oh, cool.
So it's like a
Happens, is it?
private dance between you and the dancer.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that cool? And they're going to have.
Yeah. Do you know?
I did Restless, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And then there's lots of other shows. There's a show at the Queen's Theatre called Still Point of a Turning World, which is
At the
made
Queen's
by
Theatre,
local
wow.
artists. And it's you go through and you discuss life and the world in small
Yeah.
groups.
Right.
It's cool.
So you do
Amazing.
work with, you do work with people with disabilities, do you?
What was that, James?
So
You do work with people with disabilities, do you?
people with
Yeah,
disabilities.
we absolutely. We've got, Restless Dance and TUTTI. But what we have that's fantastic is lots of students come in from different schools, and we have lots of students with disabilities come in with their classes, or different schools that have disability units come in, and they just do what everyone's doing. Everyone's in the mix.
Uni
So-
up the hill or something.
Do we go up the hill?
Like friendly.
Up the hill.
Friendly.
Up the hill.
hill.
No, that's the uni course. No,
No.
they're mostly primary school students and some secondary school students. But it's mainly, our main age group is 6 to 12 or 13-year-olds.
Yeah,
I do,
okay.
and I also
Yeah.
do
Wow.
and I also do a extra art the disability artist class.
We work with Access to Arts to make sure
do you?
we've got, because we do Auslan and audio describing for quite a few shows.
Oh yeah.
Matt, don't you reckon that's a good idea? That,
Yeah,
Susanna
absolutely.
said.
All
Like,
about creating access.
people who are visually impaired, like she said.
Yeah.
People who are deaf as well.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Mm.
All right,
And have
we'll pass over to Imogen. So we've got.
That's what my question.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
cool.
oops.
So we've got questions about the Dream Big Festival, but we've also got some questions just to know a bit more about you, Susanna. So Imogen, do you want to ask one of those?
Yeah, so I fixed my question around a bit.
Yeah.
Did you play any sports when growing up?
I played netball very badly.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Pretty badly?
I was bad. In fact,
Did you-
I did netball growing up as well, and we always keep on winning.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, and my team actually kicked me out, and I was
Oh,
very
no.
sad.
Oh,
Because I was so bad.
Ooh.
Well,
You know what though? I thought
What?
I was good.
Oh, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Hey, I enjoyed it, but I wasn't. And when they kicked me out, they did start to win. How's that?
Oh,
God, not good.
look,
Jeez.
you helped him in the end.
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
So-
now you're here.
So, Imogen, I'm not a massive sports fan. That's the answer, really.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
it's
God.
interesting. All right, I had a question here from Megan, which was, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food. That is a good question and a hard question. I like pasta. So I like pasta with any sort of sauce. So I really like mushroom risotto as well.
Yeah.
I like mushrooms, probably my favorite food in anything.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
love
got
mushrooms.
like a simple question about food actually.
Yeah, you've got another.
Because you said pasta.
Yep.
Have you heard of the creamy pasta?
Yeah.
That like carbonara?
Yeah, except it's got like chicken in it.
Oh, yeah.
So you add chicken and put parmesan and then it tastes really good.
Oh, yum. No, I would love
That's
that.
probably my favorite. That's my favorite recipe.
We're
Yeah.
turning into a cooking show. I love it. James, you had another question you wanted to ask?
Okay, my next one is, are you an artist yourself?
Oh, that's a good question, James. No.
Who do you
Right.
paint behind you?
I
Who do
am
you
not.
paint behind you?
No.
I believe in facilitating other artists. So I really like being in a situation where
Who did,
I
but who did the
help-
monsters behind you? The monsters.
the monsters, that's
Yeah,
our poster.
yeah.
That's the Dream Big poster. And you know, a girl in year 6 did that.
Wow.
Yeah.
and then our designer created the poster out of her design.
Cool.
We run a competition, and yeah, that's
great
where
poster.
that comes from.
I saw it on the program recently. I think I was at Zambrero's and I saw the Dream Big program. I was like, oh, fantastic.
I know someone
it's very bold.
who works at Zambrero's.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But
Don't bring
Suzanne-
up. There's a lot of politics in that, Emmy.
Oh yeah.
I know that Lucas works there because he already told me that at cooking last time.
Oh, nice. Sorry, so Susanna, you were talking about your primary focus is facilitating artists?
Yes. So I like to program artists. So what happens is I choose things that I think are good for the audience, who are mainly, children under 14. And then I look at all the different shows that are created for that audience and I put them on. So I had every opportunity as a child to be an artist. And that was really important. So I learned instruments and I did dance. I was terrible at it. Again, like the netball, but I loved it. And I believe in everyone having the opportunity to express themselves, but I don't think everybody needs to be an artist.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
I'm an artist, though.
Yeah. We've all got an artist deep down inside of us, whether
Well, I'm an artist as well.
Well, I'm very neat with my drawing, so that's how good I am.
Hey, Dougie, you had another... Yeah, well, we're all artists here at TUTTI, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. You're all artists. I like to watch.
Artists. Look at the computer.
Yeah.
You should come down to Tootie one day and watch me do my drawing.
Hey, Dougie, you had another question you wanted to ask, didn't you?
Yeah, what was it?
You were possibly going to ask about family or siblings or...
Yeah, do you have any brothers?
I come from a family of 7.
Wow.
So I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters.
Wow.
Well,
3 brothers and 3 sisters?
Matt,
Yeah.
should I tell her I come from a family of 5 boys?
5 boys.
No sisters.
No,
Well, you were a quintuplet, weren't you, Dougie?
correct.
Wow. So
My mum
all
had
the same
5.
age.
Yeah. Yeah, you think that.
Wow.
Well,
That's cool.
was it a pretty crazy household with 6 siblings?
Well, 2. Is that Dougie?
Yeah, I said it was pretty hard with 5 boys that my mum had. 5
Yeah,
of us.
Yeah.
that would be hard.
How'd you find it?
2 of mine are stepsisters. So there's
Okay,
5 in the original family, and then I
Yeah.
have 2 stepsisters.
Yeah. Was it an organized household or was it a
No,
chaotic one?
it depends if my mother's listening. If my mother's listening, it was very organized. If you talk to my siblings, it was pretty free range.
Yeah.
It was very free range.
Oh, that's a great way of putting it. Free range. I love that.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah.
what is did you say stepsisters? Is that what you said?
I have stepsisters, yes.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That means my dad got a second wife. So
Right.
my mum
So
and dad
he
divorced,
married,
and then my dad remarried, and then
Right.
they had twins.
right. Wow,
Cool.
What the heck?
twins, wow.
Which one's the evil one?
You wouldn't say that, Dave, would you?
And we
There
might
was-
throw to another question from Emmy. Emmy, what did you want to ask?
How long have you been involved in the arts series?
In the arts since a long time, like 25 or 30 years working in it. But I have been involved, like, because I'm not an artist, but I did it all as a kid. Like, I was given every opportunity.
Yeah.
But for a job, I pretty much worked in the arts. I worked in the music industry for a long time, and I was an agent and lots of different jobs since very early on. I've been very lucky. I've worked in the arts for many years.
Yeah, cool.
So you said with the music industry, did you come across, Matt, remember I told you that guy who passed away recently?
Yeah, Michael
yeah.
Gudinski.
Yeah, did you have a lot to do with him?
I didn't have a lot to do with him, Dougie, but I knew him, and I went to parties because I worked for Sony Music in Sydney, and I went to some wild
Michael
parties.
Basinski was amazing.
He was a really lovely guy. He was very intense and a big personality, but he was a lovely guy.
He was very good to Australian performers, as I can tell you.
He was. He really was. It's a big loss.
Mm.
And James, you had another question you wanted to ask?
My third one is maybe let's get it. Where did you go to school?
I went to a tiny little country school in North Queensland called Meena Creek, which is up near Cairns,
Queensland.
for primary school. And then I went to the local high school, Innisfail High. And then I got sent to a boarding school in Brisbane.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And
God.
I didn't do very well there, but it was okay. I made good
Uh-oh.
friends.
And what was better, the boarding school or not?
Look, I made good friends at boarding school, but I did, it wasn't my favourite thing.
Oh, God.
That's probably enough. You don't need to know any more than that about that part of my life.
No, definitely not. Right, should we go on with the questions?
Yes. What's your next question?
I'm just
No,
asking
you
Matt.
go on.
Matt,
You ask the question.
I can't even remember what my question was.
I think, Dougie, you've asked
what
most
do
of
you
your
do?
own questions, but
I have.
yeah.
I'll ask this one. When you're not working, what do you like doing if you're not working?
Well, to be quite honest, Dougie, I quite like doing nothing. I
Nothing.
quite like just sitting, looking out at trees and blue skies, and just that's how I regenerate. Is I actually do quite a lot of. I read books. I love reading books, and hanging out. My favourite thing in the world to do is hang out with my family.
Aw.
Good. That's good.
So I don't have a hobby. I need one. I'm up for suggestions.
Excellent. Well, I think that might be all of the questions that we had prepared for today.
Except you might want to ask about the big family weekend, which is where TUTTI is performing.
Oh,
And that's
excellent.
on the 22nd and 23rd of May. And TUTTI, you're performing on the 23rd, Sunday the 23rd of May.
Yep.
And that's going to be, you're performing in the Festival Theatre.
Oh,
So
very exciting.
Are they allowed to have crowds at this stage?
yeah, we can go to 100%.
100%.
Wow.
So if it fills up, you could have almost 2,000 people.
Whoa.
My mum's going to come and watch me that day.
She should.
She said.
She should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to get Hans there as well.
I think I've heard that. I can't
in, yeah.
believe that. That amazes me.
Yeah.
We had Hans come in here at TUTTI for an interview on Radio TUTTI, much like this, not too long ago. So
He was quite hilarious, really.
Oh, he is hilarious.
it's pretty funny.
Yeah. Cool.
And that's a different story.
Yeah, very good. Emmy, did you have any final? That's all good. Emmy, did you have any final questions that you wanted to ask? Oh,
No questions, Emmy?
I think we've pretty much asked all the questions that we were going to.
Dexter got one.
Oh, Dexter the cat's got one?
Oh,
Dexter and the cat. He's got a cat.
Oh, no, I'm a dog person, James.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
oh, good on you.
So she's got a dog.
Oh, yeah. Have you got a dog?
Oh, yeah, Pixel.
Pixel.
Yeah,
Pixel.
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 Pixel has the same birthday as my dad's.
Oh, really?
What breed is he?
He's a caboodle, and
Right.
he's old, and he's actually not very well,
Aw.
which is sad, but that's what
Sending our
happens.
love to Pixel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a
Thank
cute
you.
name.
And for me, I'll give him this heart. There you
Yeah.
go.
Heart to all of you.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Susanna.
Thank you. That's been awesome. You're all awesome.
Welcome.
Yeah, we are.
So we've been talking to.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
more awesome than anyone in the room.
We're all as awesome as each other, I'm sure. But thank you so much, Susanna Sweeney, creative
Thank you.
producer of the Dream Big Festival. It's been a pleasure having you on board. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again,
Thank
Susanna.
you.
Bye.
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 And,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
going.
you've been listening to what show have you been listening to?
The discussion show
Discussion show.
Breakfast show.
Nice. Radio
with
Tootie.
us fellow